Hey, everybody. Um, I'm going to talk about the courts that we don't have and justice and voting. Um, I think anybody that listens to me, you know of this character Juan '07 or 107 or Juanito, right? And for the last couple of months, he's been really pushing hard on um, the Trump's greatest accomplishment will be restoring honest elections. And I have heard one say that so many times, and I gotta say, this is, to me, that it's nothing. I mean, it's not that it's nothing, but what's important is justice. Okay, so um, you remember to talk about I'm going to vote harder. I'm going to vote harder next time, or how are you going to solve this? Get out and vote harder. And then you got old Juanito out there saying the most important thing that the Trump is going to do, his legacy will be restoring honest elections. What the fuck good is that without a justice system that works for the people? Bar courts are not working for the people. Sharia courts are not working for the people. What about a court that works for the people? The fucking military has been MIA since 1871. So the fucking military courts aren't fucking doing anything for the fucking people that we can see, that we know of. We know the fucking military is rogue, like the government is rogue. And man, I would love to get have a conversation with old fucking Juanito, um, because I would challenge him. Okay, so so this time around, the people are going to get out and they're going to vote harder. They're going to vote harder. They're going to, and we're going to have same day voting, ballots counted where cast, paper ballots, yada yada yada. Re-register everybody because you can't fix the registration system. Blah blah blah. Okay, you do all of that, right? You do all of that. Now what? Now you got to elect some motherfuckers, right? That means some motherfuckers are going to be running for these fucking positions, right? So, like any piece of shit, that like we know, they fucking lie to your face to get elected in so they can fucking get you on your knees and bend you over the fucking barrel, right? And then you get to take it up the fucking hoo-ha, right? Um, so you got an honest election. You got nothing but fucking assholes running for office. Uh, or you get an asshole in office. Maybe you got 9 good ones and 1 bad one. What are you going to do about the bad one? You don't have a justice system. Fucking bar courts. What is that? What is that? You got your fucking elections and you got your bar courts. So, and you get 9 good guys, 1 bad guy. That's what the fucking bar court needs. 1 bad guy. 1 bad guy. Rule in his motherfucking favor every motherfucking time. Case dismissed. Case dismissed. Fuckery, fuckery, fuckery do, fuckery, fuckery, fuckery d, fuckery, fuckery, fuckery may. Think about it. Fucking honest election does not fix the motherfucking problem. Accountability and justice is what fixed the motherfucking problem. With accountability and justice, we can have fair and free elections, and we can have good people running for fucking positions. That's what we can have. But without justice, what the fuck have you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. Take a look at what the fuck's going on all around. No fucking justice. And the slaves are as fucking dumbed down as they can be. And the motherfucker that all the fucking hosts that are fucking patriot truthers, they fall all over themselves to have old Juanito on as a guest on their platform, right? And here this motherfucker is telling you election. You gotta have fucking justice, motherfucker. Justice. Fucking justice. And how the fuck are you gonna do that when you, the American people, don't have a court? You don't have enforcement. You don't have a court, you don't have enforcement, and the men will not fucking stand. They won't fucking stand, and they won't stand together. And we can't protect our women. We can't protect our fucking children. We are fucking, you got the fucking British Dental Association, known as the ADA. 40 million needless root canals every motherfucking year. Every one of them a fucking toxic tooth. 40 fucking million. 400 million in the 10 years I've been trying to bring that forward. That fucking exceeds the population of America. That exceeds the population of America. 400 motherfucking million root canals. More than one for every man, woman, and child. Everyone a toxic tooth. Everyone making us sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. I might see a green dot there in the live chat icon. I do not. I see there's 2. Well, there's one people here. 1 people here. Hello. 1 people. What are you going to do? Do you really think honest election would be the most important thing that the Trump could do? That should be his legacy? The Trump, the face of the military operation. I put it to you, justice, accountability, justice, transparency, accountability, and justice. Transparency, accountability, and justice. So, the technology to basically track and monitor every motherfucking thing is there. It's there. Um, Maybe the best of the best is not rolled out or in operation. I'm thinking that's probably the case, but a tremendous amount is is now. That's an important point. The ability to monitor and be monitored. So those are two different things, um, right? Privacy. Privacy becomes subject matter in this. Um, and so, um, transparency, transparency. In order to have transparency, um, systems that catalog, document, track and trace, etc. Everything in that uh, field, everything in that field. I think can be done in a way where privacy privacy to a certain degree it can be preserved. It, so um, maybe the system. What if? Let's say what if? What if the system um, is tracking all your financial transactions, but there's nothing within that system that is sharing that information with anyone else. It's simply in the system, and your and the system is set up that all transactions go through the system, but there isn't somebody peeking in, right, spying on you until there's a red flag. There's a red flag. Then there's reason to take a look. Is this a malfunction in the system? Is this a malfunction in the morality of the man, male or female, young or old, that fucking caused the red flag? So up until that point of going through the first step, is this a fucking system error? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so now it's an individual error. Now, somebody should take a look, because the system that does provide, to a degree, privacy, because nobody is looking in. Nobody's looking in. Nobody has any type of easy access to be able to look in. So all this stuff, all these transactions go on, and it's not public information. It's in the system only. So I mean, and that can go as far as position, right? Your positions are fucking mapped, because everything is energy, energy and vibration and frequency. So your energy, your vibration, your frequency is yours. And I'm thinking that can be mapped in a lot of ways. One way could be for position. So if the system has basically the ability to detect and catalog positions and movements, that's fine, because it's in the system. It's not somebody, looking in, right? It's not like turning the camera on in your bedroom, or using whatever telepathic wizardry, quantum technology, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, for spying, right? That's if that shit's going on, the system should put up a red flag. There's something fucked up. Somebody is spying on somebody. Somebody is looking into that. They're violating privacy, right? The system could, a benevolent, advanced AI could be very, very, very good for transparency, accountability, and justice. And we need justice. We need justice. That's one thing we need more than anything. And to have justice, you need transparency and accountability. You need transparency and accountability. So, where are we going to make this happen? Are we going to make this happen in a Sharia law court, Americans? I'm asking you. You get Sharia law courts all over the fucking place. Is that where you're going to go? Or are you going to keep going to the fucking bar courts with the fucking mutilated flag? And you have no idea what's on the flag standard, what's on top? Is it wings up? Is it wings out? Is it wings down? Is it a spire? Is it a fucking ball? What the fuck is it? What does that indicate? Oh, is that what you want? All this fucking Admiralty, Maritime, British fucking fuckery on your fucking land, huh? Where the fuck are you going to get justice? You're going to get justice from the fucking rogue military, huh? I've been to Camp Grayling. Camp Grayling's got my fucking cases. Well, the fucking military, MIA, MIA, and if there is and it certainly does appear to be so. But if there is a global military operation, if there's a global alliance of scores of nations all coordinating to take down the deep state, um, with with a benevolent heart for we the people of the realm. Okay, flat earthers and globes. Let's include everybody, right? Let's not divide it up. No need to be arguing over that shit. Picking apart at my fucking Babylonian words. That's another beautiful thing about quantum grammar is it fucking takes care of all that shit. So I'm gonna collect my thoughts and take a puff off the cigarette, and get a drink off of my coffee. We had a warm up here. Yesterday and the day before, we had highs of about 36 degrees. Today, we're in the mid 40s. I got the roof cleared off. I got all the ice dams off. Woo-ha. Woo-ha. Got 5-6 inches of ice off the front porch. Got it down to bare wood. So I tell you, see, it can be hard keeping up with the with the wintry conditions. And I think I'm gonna try something here. I think I'm gonna try and do a share screen because that feature came up for me when I was live earlier today down at the road. I wanted to turn the camera around. I couldn't, and I used to be able to do that here on Rumble. But when I learned that I could also include YouTube when I go live on Rumble. So right now, this should be broadcasting out YouTube and Rumble. I'm wondering if when I'm doing it that way, that maybe for whatever reason I can't flip the camera. I can't go to the camera on the backside. So I don't know. I'm trying. I'm a boomer. I struggle with this shit. Um, but when I click on the three dots, looking for the option to flip flip the cameras, um, I noticed share screen. Share screen is something that I have been jonesing for a long time because if I could play a video or a portion of a video to make a point without, I mean, the way I've done it in the past is I would take another device like this and I would make it play here and hold it here and let you watch it that way. But if I can do share screen, well, that's a game changer. That's a game changer because that should put it right sharp, right on your screen. So I think I'm going to try that before I end this live, and so if I can get into it and make it happen, then I got to figure out how to get back out of it and back over, to here where I'd be able to control this stream and click, click, click to end it. So let's see. One person here. You got a comment? You got a question? You can ask me anything. You can ask me anything. Um, let's see. As I was hooking this up, 949. 949 had heavy jet thunder. 9 and 9 is what? Come on. You're the most intelligent. And then add 4. 22. 22. Martial law. So um, I I have a high confidence. I have a high confidence that there is an operation happening to take down this the deep state and the slave system, the system of scarcity, fear, and control. Um, I don't believe it because I don't believe anything anymore. Believing is what got us into the situation that we're in. So fuck believing. I want nothing to do with it. I want to know, and so yeah, you can't fix something if you don't know what the problem is. And when everything we're fed is fake and gay, poison, um, low vibration, dumbing us down. Um, um, that ain't so good. It ain't so good. So it, it it's and if that's happening, that's a major undertaking, a tremendous undertaking. To do it in a way where um, it's clean and swift to the general population. Clean and swift to the general population. So, I mean, you got people 30, 40 years in the rabbit holes, and they have investigated this and they've investigated that and they've been through the assemblies and they've been through the sovereignty and they've been through the fucking paperwork and the success stories are very, very few. And I think a lot of the success stories were intentional to get more fools to bite on the fucking bait. Okay, so one fish got out of the system because he did this, because he filed this paperwork, because he used these words in that Admiralty Maritime Court with that fucking British agent, that infiltrator, that slave trader, that fucking fraud, right? Because Yusuf or who are some of these motherfuckers? Uh, Came up with something. They came up with a hook. That's what they came up with. They came up with the hook. And teach you the administrative system so you can administer yourself straight to fucking hell. Um, so Nothing gets fixed without justice. And it looks to me like it is happening. It looks to me like it is happening. Um, if there is an operation, Trump, the image of Trump is the face of the operation. And the Trump lives in the fiction world. He lives in the fiction world, the rogue fiction fuckery. He's a very well known across the realm, the entire realm. He's probably one of the most well known. And his most recent move, one of his most recent moves here is really quite interesting. He pardoned Tina Peters without reported by Juan O'Savin, reportedly without counsel from the Justice Department, without counsel from any of the fucking bar agents. And I think when Juan was talking about that, I think he was also mentioning how dysfunctional the justice system is. So, to me, that's a signal. That's a calm. For those of you that got the eyes to see it. And if you know who Tina Peters is, and her story, then some lights might start going off in between your ears, behind your eyes. And you got reportedly over 600 JAG in the civilian court systems. You get so regardless of who is doing what, if it is a cleanup operation, if it is a reset, if it is truly to bring transparency, accountability, justice, abundance, freedom, love, harmony, and incredible advancements, then I say, giddy up, giddy up. Because it can't be done without its own house being cleaned. It can't. Because its house is one of the major contributors to the motherfucking problem that we're in, because military has been MIA. The American military has been missing in action since at least 1871. Everything that has happened since 1871 with regards to government is illegal. Illegal, unlawful, predatory, criminal, despicable. And more and more and more direct talk to that regard is happening. And this patty cake, baker's man. I'm gonna sit and wait for the man. No. You be the man. You be the man. No more fucking patty cake. This motherfucking shit's got to get fucking fixed. And it doesn't happen without justice. So I took the learning curves. And I used my intuition and my gut and my critical thinking to dismiss the bullshit. I started going down them fucking rabbit holes. Administrative process and no. And no, you got to learn jurisdiction. You got to learn jurisdiction. You got to learn flag law. You got to learn a fair amount about the fucking deep state, how they fucking operate. And then you got to comprehend the knowledge that is available to us, which is it's only it's very limited in its ability to perform for us. And so, and everybody's circumstance is different. Everybody's ability to stand is different. And again, a lot of times, some of the best of the best, like I said, there will be a good outcome. Then that gets promoted and taught, and all it is a fucking hook for the deep state. Because, like I said, everybody's situation is different, and these motherfuckers are ruthless, and they lie and they cheat and they steal, they pillage. They're fucking pirates. They're worse than pirates. They're worse than fucking pirates. So, it's really fucked up. It's your fucking police, your sheriffs, your county commissioners, your bar agents, your state bar association. Every fucking member of a state bar association, private member association, British, they take an oath to the fucking bar, not to you. In their oath, you're the lowest priority. You are the lowest priority. I've been an entrepreneur since the age I was 5. I moved out at 17. I got married at 19. I've had many, many, many businesses. I've done international business. My father-in-law was a non-practicing attorney. He was really not fond of the legal profession. And I guess he a lot of these guys, for whatever reason, they specialize. There's no reason to specialize, but his specialty was divorce. So that's a fucking miserable fucking position to be in the middle of, right? And at any rate, he became basically a non-practicing attorney. He maintained his bar card. and he used his knowledge and his position as a British agent for running his business and being a white knight, coming to the rescue. Friends and family got a problem with the fucking British agent policy officer's bullshit. Uh, you know, uh, so a non-practicing attorney. Um, he helped me multiple times, and over the years, I got to learn some things, and then for a couple of decades, a business partner was a British agent, and again, a non-practicing attorney, using his position, his bar card for business, and to be a white knight. Um, and this guy in particular, my old partner, we had a lot of conversations. We both enjoyed the spirits, and um, at any rate, I learned some things. I learned some things. There was a time when uh, I'm in hell with these British agents, um, and I'm talking with my partner, and it's obvious that uh, everyone coming at me, including the attorneys, are off base and predatory. And his response to me was, attorneys don't like to sue other attorneys. Well, if you comprehend their oath, that becomes perfectly clear. So, um, so that ain't gonna happen. Not unless the deep state wants that motherfucker gone, anyways. Um, so then another time, uh, he said to me, he said, I don't like attorneys. I don't like attorneys. So, like I say, over the years, I found myself in positions where I learned some things, and and then I was basically became paralegal in a huge lawsuit that was brought against me uh, by partners and family, greedy motherfuckers, um, and they were so wrong. And so after the hostile takeover, they decided to come at me with the lawsuit, and it didn't work out too well for them. And in fact, it didn't work out well for anybody. It didn't work out for the say 95% of the investors that were basically victims in that whole thing. It didn't work out well for me. Hostile takeover of my company, uh, my decades of work and my intellectual property. They tried to get, they didn't, but they did destroy the company as it was ready to just skyrocket. Um, and so they all lost, and I moved on. I moved on to other ventures, and within a couple of years, I had a multi-million dollar, I'm talking, I don't know, 16, 17, $18 million contract with True Value to do product development for a tool line. And I did it. I did it. So I've got a lot of experience behind me. I've done a lot of things. I've been a lot of places. We got a comment. Um, any suggestions? Do I have any suggestions? Ah, good question. Um, I think I do. I think I do. Um, everybody's dealing with fear. Finding a way to minimize your time spent in fear um, is one of the best things that you can do. And and but fear keeps you alert. Fear keeps you on guard. Fear has um, positives, but fear can be so damaging and so negative if if it controls you, if it cripples you to where you feel paralyzed. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do next. You don't know what to think. You don't know how to respond. You don't know how to act because you're paralyzed with the fear. So um, being able to critically think your way through your situation and not get it all confused with everything else, that the more you can sort out piece by piece by piece, get your own house organized, is is a suggestion I can give. I think also I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I don't want to tell. I'll suggest. I make suggestions, but I don't want to tell anybody what to do, and I don't want anybody to believe me. Um, I don't want anybody to believe me. Uh, I, I hope that the good information I bring forward will resonate and and have positive fluence, positive outcomes. Um, so it a lot of the nation is in the grips of winter. People spend a lot of time indoors. Road conditions are hazardous. Um, we got the holidays coming up. We got chaos going on. You got the flood of information. The volume it keeps building pressure, and daily it's more. So um, so what do I want to say about that? Protect yourself. You got to think about you because sadly, um, nobody else is. For not to be a complete blanket statement for everyone everywhere. Obviously, people have loved ones who care about them, but um, the system is so rigged, and we have been so dumbed down, and beyond that, basically trained to be passive. Trained to be passive. That's why we cannot protect the women and the children as a society. We do not have a society of men that can protect our women and our children. And we live in a situation of um, decades of man bashing. I don't need a man. I can do anything a man can do. No, you can't. Men, statistically, is reported in the 90%, like 95, 97, 98 of things like contracting, oil rigging, lumber, excavation, electrician, plumber, um, on and on and on and on and on. And maybe there's a few categories that go into the 80s, but the vast majority of what builds and what keeps everything operating is men. So no, women, you can't. But we can't get pregnant. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger tried to make everybody think that we can get pregnant. You get the government telling you, men can get pregnant. Um, but the reality is no, no, you can't. So men need to be men, and women need to be women. So that's another suggestion. I think really deserves a lot of self-reflection. It deserves a lot of self-reflection. So all right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and. Do I have another comment? Okay, no, just the one. I am going to try and share screen and see how this goes. Share your screen with Rumble Studio. Share one app. When you're sharing an app, anything shown or played in that app is visible to Rumble Studio, so be careful with these things like passwords, payment, yada, yada. Okay, that's fine. Next. Here we go. All right. All right, now I'm going to turn on my other device and I'm going to go to Rumble and I'm going to get to this video. I'm going to get to this video and see what's showing. I'm going to get to this video. I'm going to get to this video and see what's showing. It's a black screen. Why is it a black screen? I'm going to get to this video and see what's showing. It's a black. Huh. All right, so that's not working. Why is that not working? Get back over to. How do I get back to my. Okay, close that. Huh. All right, now I'm in trouble. Ah, now I'm in trouble. Um, Let's see. Let's go. All right. I think I'm back now. I think I'm back. Says there's three people here. All right, I'm back now. I can see that. All right, I'm back now. All right, so screen share did not work. Well, damn it. I had a video I was going to share, but so screen share did not work. I'll get this turned on. All right, so I check the comments here. Live chat. No, nothing in the live chat. So it looks like it's still the same stream, 55 minutes, and audio and video is working. So, well, doggone it. I had high hopes. I wanted to show some of the Skycoms because the military has been communicating with me pretty much on a daily basis now for 2.5 years. And as I was setting this video up, it was not 9:49. Good jet thunder right over my head, and that's 22. That's 22. 22 is drop. Q drop 22 is with relating to martial law. So I oh I got I almost got scammed. I almost got scammed because this webinar, um, I say group, posted over on my channel about a oral health uh, webinar, and they were uh, looking for me to be a speaker, and 299 euros, and but the whole thing was a scam. The fucking website, everything, all the communicate, all was a scam, and it felt like it right from the beginning. But I couldn't dismiss it because of the experience I had working with China. Communication can be very difficult, and I didn't know who I was working with, but it was not an American. Um, the phone number was out of country. So, at any rate, I figured it out. I didn't fall for it, but at first I was like, no, I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay to talk. And then the speakers that they were promoting that were going to be there, I did some research on them, and pretty impressive. And so the more I thought about it, the more I'm thinking, why not bite the bullet, um, pay the money, and put the message out there. Just get it out there. Um, but it was a scam. So now Christopher platformed me here. We did two talks. The first one, I think, got close to 200 views. The second one got a little over 500 views. And I really appreciate that. But because that's way more than my videos get, right? I get 25 views on YouTube, 25 on Rumble, something like that. So Chris has some balls. Hats off to Christopher. He's got some balls. But I think I started going outside the parameters of his channel, and so I've tried communicating with Christopher. I don't know if he's like pissed off at me or or what. I have no clue. But um, I have tried, and so at any rate, I'm thankful for that exposure because it's important for the people to have the knowledge. I got nothing to sell. I got nothing to sell. I have no financial gain in what I'm doing. Um, I think in the long run, um, that'll all be different. All my cases remain open. I mean, court has been held on many of them, but the jury, the jury has to be assembled, and then the jury's got to do what jury does. So I'm very confident. Camp Grayling has a lot of those court cases. Camp Grayling has been in possession of that since about 2020. Since about 2020. And I'm looking forward to the day of justice. So, oh, the Trump did something else here. Did you catch that? Changed the classification of cannabis from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3. Now, cannabis is not a drug. The THC on marijuana is about the same as the THC on hemp. And this is why, ever since the hemp law passed, you have flowering hemp shops. You got people growing marijuana um, and labeling it as hemp because of the Hemp Act. And but the vast majority of the population has no clue. Um, but uh, the hemp flower labels. I'm confident. It's been a while. It's been a while since I looked at the label, but I'm thinking that it says the THC content is very very low, and the THCA content is what's high because that's what grows on marijuana. And the THC happens when the THCA receives some fire or some heat, like in the oven in brownies or in the alcohol that's used for extraction that is now being boiled into steam to remove the alcohol and leave the cannabinoids behind. Now you got THC, but you can have a warehouse full of marijuana and have very, very, very little THC there. So all the packaging is mislabeled. You know, I mean the fucking uh, the labs are full of shit. The label producers are full of shit. The attorneys are full of shit. The processors are full of shit. It's all a fucking scam, and the cannabis is all fucked with. Pharma fucked with. Um, it's not what it used to be. Not at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. So, suggestions. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I think this is a good one. Own your authority. Learn how to own your authority. Learn who you are, um, so that you can stand in your power as a sovereign. Because this is what we need to do collectively as a whole. We need to own our authority. We are incapable of operating a government as a society. Uh, if if somebody was to take a magic wand and poof, all the baddies are gone, all the scum is gone, all like 99.9% of the bureaucratic positions are all of a sudden vacant and need to be filled in order to have a functioning society. We're not capable as a people because we have been dumbed down and reliant on the dirt bags, and that's why it's so easy for them to just fuck us, fuck us, fuck us. So it's very, very important to comprehend who you are, what your authority is, and get yourself in that mindset so that as the transition happens, as the change happens, you flow with it much easier than those who have not prepared themselves. And then you're also better positioned to, I don't want to just say live in it. Um, be an integral part of the functioning of the new world with our collectiveness, with our consciousness, with our love vibration, with our benevolence, with our high morality, um, and embrace full tracking for transparency, because that's what's coming with the quantum world, to the best of my ability to discern it and comprehend it. But I think that it can be done if it's a benevolent system. It can provide privacy for all of us until there's a red flag. And I think that is something that everybody could get on board with. As long as you're not hacking the system, as long as you're not purchasing materials and building a facility that can destroy the universe, right? These kind of things, right? Because with the technology that's coming, that's can certainly destroy the Earth. Probably our solar system, maybe more. And what kind of energy and reaction does that do to the cosmos and our alien brethren? My most likely way a portion could be billions of years advanced beyond our technology, right? So to think that we are the pinnacle is ludicrous. All you got to do is look at the past history. Look at Tartaria. Look at the technology of Tartaria. Look at the technology of the pyramids. Um, it's easy. Uh, you don't have to simply judged by myths like Atlantis. Atlantis, as far as I'm concerned right now, it is a myth, but there could be a reality to it that is not proven to us yet. So, but that would add to another advanced, highly technical civilization right here on this planet. So, I feel very good. I feel very good about the direction things are going. That the old system collapses without creating a void. In other words, there's a new system coming up as the old system's going down. And so it's a tremendous operation if it is truly as we are being told by those that tell the story. And and so in those storytellings, there is a lot of bullshit. There is a lot of fiction. There's a lot of misdirection and misinformation. But I guess that's what you expect out of um, uh, fifth generation warfare, psychological operations, and as they say, 5D chess with two of the boards that you can't even view the players, and the players can uh, teleport in and out. Kind of crazy, real crazy, uh, extremely complicated. But from my position, with my eyes, with my experience, the things I've done, the things I've experienced, the research that I have experienced, the knowledge that I've picked up, I'm quite confident because the um, well, one thing that should be obvious to everybody is the amount of exposure, disclosure, exposure, disclosure and exposure and disclosure um, is bringing transparency to things that we didn't have transparency on. Things maybe we didn't even think about. We didn't necessarily care about because we were too dumbed down and too happy with our sports and our recreation and our recreational lifestyles um, and um, and busy because in the 50s and 60s, even into the 70s, a man with a 40-hour job could raise a family, maybe even have a lake cottage and a boat at the lake cottage, working a 40-hour week. Today, no, no. People working two jobs, three jobs, going further in debt, getting sicker and sicker. So, spiritually sick, mentally sick, physically sick, overworked, bombarded with misinformation, disinformation, low vibration, fuckery. Uh, we're up against a lot. So, study, pay attention, take care of yourself, take care of your own. And if you can do more beyond that, well then giddy up, giddy up. So I checked the chat one more time. Let's see if there's anything, nothing for me to answer to. All right, everybody. I know that most of you can watch this later. Um, there's 4 people here. Much love, everybody. I wish you all the best. I'm gonna keep on fighting for you. I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I'll be back. I will be back soon.